Well, Chris, since you were talking about Notre Dame, tomorrow Virginia Tech at Notre Dame. My favorite college team is the Virginia Tech Hokies at 2:30. Go Hokies.
Well, I hope this time around, I agree with you. I'm not a huge Notre Dame fan, so I'll say go Hokies tonight.
Just tonight. Tomorrow may be a different story.
No. For this game, I'll be all hokied up.
All right. So they are, like I said, finishing up senior night here. The band, they've just honored the parents and those particular players. About 3 minutes left. Of course, they will have the teams to come back out and they'll warm up. An additional 3 minutes. So we're about 6-7 minutes away from kickoff of the second half. We'll talk a little bit about that here in just a minute. We've got some other scores coming in, so we'll take a break. Come back. You're listening to the Campus Drive-In Halftime Show here on the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Proudly representing Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates for the last 24 years, Terry Kilgore continues to strive and work hard for others. Just like our Gate City Blue Devils proudly represents our school, our town, and community. Delegate Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank the residents of the 1st District for their trust and support over the years as he's continued to voice our needs and concerns in Richmond to make our region a tremendous place to live and work. And on behalf of Delegate Kilgore and his family and staff, they say, go Big Blue! With over 100 offices throughout Virginia, you can count on your local Virginia Farm Bureau insurance agents to be there when you need them most. Whether you find yourself in a fender bender, insuring your first home, or with a new addition to the family, our agents are ready to help you through every stage of life. Connect with your local agents, Whitney McConnell, Richard Helms, and David Weddick here in Scott County at 386-7411 or online at vafb.com. Coverage provided by Virginia Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company and their affiliates.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
A proud supporter of local athletics, the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray is a local firm dedicated to serving the people of Southwest Virginia and specializing in real estate, wills, trust, and estate planning. Contact Jesse McMurray at 276-690-0773. That's 276-690-0773. They are located in downtown Gate City across from the courthouse at 191 West Jackson Street, Suite 301.
Are you tired of the negative political rhetoric in the news today? Are you ready for someone who is strong in faith and ready for the challenge to lead? We finally have someone who will put people over politics. Rex Carter is your choice for Washington County Sheriff. He will bring a fresh perspective to the office of sheriff by putting people first. If you want to have a law enforcement agency led by integrity and character, then let's hear your voice for the right choice of Rex Carter for Washington County Sheriff. To learn more, go to rexcarterforsheriff.com. Authorized and paid for by Rex Carter for Sheriff Campaign.
For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil Sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
All right, so we're back here about 3 minutes away. Both teams are now back on the field warming up. Chris, you got some other things coming through?
Yeah, we've got a couple of scores. For the first time in 5 games, Alcoa's defense allows a score. Unfortunately for the locals here in East Tennessee, it was a field goal, so they still lead Dobyns-Bennett 7-3. Going into halftime right now, David Crockett 14, Sullivan East 14. Talk about sending shockwaves across the state there. The wheels are just totally falling off of Crockett right now. We look over in Virginia. Virginia High going in at halftime leads Marion 34-6. Honaker 14, Northwood 7, George Wythe 28, Grayson County 6, Twin Springs 14, Thomas Walker 7. J.I. Burton is all over Rye Cove 39-0. Union 14, Abingdon 7. I had a feeling Abingdon was going to hang around in that game. Do you got something else to share with us?
Ridgeview is beating. Pikeville came back in the second quarter and now leading against the Wolfpack 27-21.
All right, I appreciate that update. Add that to my score. My score sheet, and Boone has now scored again, so they're leading Cherokee 24-7.
Have you got any on the Greenville Sullivan East?
I've not seen anything about that one. East is playing Crockett.
At Morristown East.
Oh, Morristown East. I'm sorry. No, I've not seen anything on the Greenville score yet.
Oh, it looks like we've got another update came in. Patrick Henry's lead that was 14-0 has evaporated. It's 14-13.
14-13. Yep. Come on, Rebels. I need you here.
So if Chilhowie, the way these are working out, Larry and Andy may be in the lead. That's a big battle. They took everybody that's sort of, if you want to say, an underdog.
If that's the case, don't even bother to send me email me my picks for next week. I'll quit.
But anyway, you want to say thank you to you and to Larry and Andy and to Tanner. Again, it's just for fun. We pick each of the games and done pretty well. Of course, over the season we've done pretty well, I have to say.
Until the last 2 weeks, apparently.
Yeah, till the wheels completely run off for each of us. So, how about Virginia High just thrashing?
34-6 at halftime right now. Unfortunately for them, though, that takes the continuous clock off.
Yeah. So.
And it looks like we are finally able to about kick things off back here at Legion Field. Wise Central's on the field, ready to go, and Gate City comes out and gets into return formation. Joe, this is critical right now, I believe. They need to come out and set the tone for this half.
Yeah, the first half, they really start off well. They were able to get the special teams, get down there, punching in really quick. And then, of course, Wise Central has, come back. And Wise Central scores a lot of points, and they've been able to do that as well throughout the season. So, as you said, to get that momentum back, we really need it.
Joe, let me interrupt you real quick. The Sullivan Central game, they haven't started it yet. They can't get the lights to come on. Something tells me that game may get pushed to tomorrow.
As looks like in Union and Abington, as you mentioned, still 14-7 in that ball game. I thought Union would roll a little bit more than that. So
I've got to start trusting these little instincts when I get them instead of trying to use common sense.
All right. So with that said, Charlie Daniels gets ready to kick off for Wise Central. Again, back deep will be Luke Reed, and there's a holdup for some reason. There's an official down talking to a police officer.
That's never a good sign.
So, I'm sorry with the segue, folks. It wasn't really a good segue to go into, but anyway, the officials are talking to the police officer. So, all right, so we're ready now at this point. He's come out of the end zone, and we're going to kick off as there's going to be kicked down to Luke Reed, which he'll get off the bounce about the 18-yard line, and he's going to return it to the 35-yard line where Gate City will have the ball, first down and 10. That's one thing, too, Chris, we talked about the last few weeks. In that 3-game winning streak, Gate City has taken the ball to start the game. And tonight they deferred to the second half.
Right. I've thought about that earlier. I don't know. I really don't think that has a whole lot to do with it. I mean, Wise Central is just a good team, and they're executing right now. And Gate City shot themselves in the foot big time quite a few times.
All right, so Gate City comes out, 2 backs in the backfield, unbalanced to the left-hand side as they're going to give it to Calhoun, who – nobody blocked. Number 69, that was Daniel Hawkins that just stormed through and hit Calhoun, took him down. no gain on the play for Gate City. First play of the second half here. We're just underway. 11:30 left. Gate City down 21-14. Looks like John Battle in that Lehigh score still at 34-0 in the second half. As this time it's going to be given to Calhoun. Calhoun tries to find a little bit of running room, and he's going to get up to right around the 38-yard line. Give him about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the play. It's going to get it to third down in about 6 yards for Gate City. Let's see if Gate City, what they'll do on this play. And again, like I said, Chris, it seems like when they bring in Jenkins and the NASCAR package, they know they're going to throw. When they're in this set that looks like they're going to run. So we'll see what happens here as they do try to run it once again. It's going to give it to Calhoun. Calhoun goes about 2 yards, and that's it. Wise Central continues to walk up when they are in those two tight formations, and there's 8 and 9 in the box. And Gate City's not able to get anything off of it.
Well, they've studied Gate City's playbook, and like you said, they know when they're not in that package with the receivers that they're going to run the ball, and that's what they're counting on right now. Maybe it's about time maybe to run somebody out of the backfield on that and throw you a little screen pass.
Because they've got to get them out of that box. As now it's going to be 4th down to 4. John Sally back to punt for Gate City. And he's going to kick it. It goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. Sally didn't get a lot on that one. And they're going to say it went out of bounds about the 42-yard line.
It's going to be about a 23-yard punt by the time it's all said and done. Joe, Gate City just continues to really hurt themselves. They get something going, and then it's just something seems to keep coming up.
And also, one of my predictions is going good so far in Tazewell. Halftime, Bulldogs leading Golden Wave 14-6.
Okay, as Wise Central comes out under center, and looks like they're going to hand off, carrying it around the inside. There's an opening, breaks forward for about 6 yards before. I couldn't really see again who that was with the ball, but he was absolutely taken down by Luke Reed, who's taking out some frustrations, I believe, right now.
Crabtree was the ball
carrier. Crabtree with it? Okay.
And he gets up a little gingerly as well as number 20, Matthew Boggs. So
Reed led with his shoulder, but he sure gave him a pop right there. So he took those 5 yards the hard way.
So 9:25 left. The clock runs. It is 21-14. Wise Central with the football. 2nd down and 5 from their own 47-yard line. There's a little bit of confusion. They've got 2 wide receivers set to the left-hand side, and they're going to call for a timeout. A little bit of frustration there. Wise Central was trying to get into a little bit different formation, and they weren't able to do so. They've had to spend a timeout on the play. So we'll take a break, come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports on Senior Night. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
If you or a loved one is being discharged from the hospital and in need of rehabilitation, then look no further than Nova Health and Rehab, a 4-star facility in Weber City, Virginia. They offer a wide variety of services, including skilled nursing, physical, occupational, speech therapies, and outpatient services as well. Tell your doctor or case manager at the hospital that you want to go to Nova Health and Rehab Center, where you will find a home-like environment during your stay. Please call 276-477-5640. Again, that's 276-477-5640. Nova Health and Rehab is a Sabre Healthcare Group facility.
All right, so we're back. 2nd down and 5. Wise Central from their own 47-yard line as they're going to give it to Crabtree around the left-hand side once again. And it's going to be held up probably for about a gain of only 2 yards. Again, inside. You have to give a well of a ball game being played by Logan Davidson. He has been formidable inside. Talk about that Wise Central front. Those 5 offensive linemen, 3 are seniors, 2 are true freshmen for this Wise Central group, which is still very young. Last year they only had 4 seniors on the whole squad, and of course this year, it shows.
I was thinking about that driving over here, and that spells bad news to the rest of the conference.